Hey guys, it's Brandon and I'm back at it again with another Orient pomade brand review, and today I'm going to be talking about Orient's classic pomade. Now what makes this stuff unique is that this is supposed to be a salon style brand take on classic feeling pomade. So, you know, not necessarily super greasy, but just kind of like that classic oil-based pomade. Now, if you saw my other review, you knew that I was already pretty much impressed with the presentation on this, but I'm going to get into it anyways. The box on this, sorry about the fingerprints, my grubby mitts have been all over it, but the box on this is really nice. It has the brand and then what you're going to be using with a different color for each one. It has the instructions and the ingredients on the side, and then their logo, which says, keep it simple, stay sharp, which, like I said in my last one, kind of reminds me of Get Psyched or one of those other video game mottos. It's pretty cool. When you open it up, what you get is a nice little card that comes inside, has their logo right here and then their brand on the front, and tells you how to use the pomade. On this one, it says scoop out the pomade with the back of the nail. I like that they put that because the pomade is a little bit firmer, but I'll show you a technique on what you can do if you don't like scooping out with the back of your nail, because I bite my nails. Then it tells you to rub it, and then it tells you how to style it. You can do a quiff, a classic pompadour, or a man bun. So you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot for at least the classic pompadour and the man bun. Opening the box up, you can see, like the other one, it says what it is inside the classic pomade. Really nice. And then you got this nice sharp black plastic, really shiny, and it has the logo with what you're using, the classic pomade, with the color that coordinates with the outside. The ingredients on this are camellia oil, jojoba oil, olive oil, wheat germ oil, hydrogenated castor oil, cannadella wax, Carnauba wax, beeswax, soy wax, mango seed butter, soy lecithin, I always say that wrong, vegetable-based emulsifying wax, vitamin E oil, and fragrance. So this is definitely a waxier pomade, but it has a lot of oil in there and seems to balance it out really well. When you open it up, it looks like your classic style pomade, but I'll show you one thing. It's really hard on top. You can see I'm like trying to scoop and nothing's coming out. Here's how you get it out if you don't want to use the back of your fingernail. You give it like that 50 Cent song, give it a little bit of rub in the club, and it'll warm it up. You can hear it kind of making a noise now. It's kind of going. So you rub it up and scoop it out. But this product, whoops, I got some on my other one. This product as a whole from the jar is incredibly firm. So if you're expecting to get just one of those nice, really easy oil-based scoop outs, you're not going to. Just gonna be real with you. It's one of those ones that's just like, it feels almost like a candle when you're trying to scoop it. But if you warm it up real good and get a nice little thing going, or use the back of your nail, like I said, that's my issue, is I don't use the back of my nail, then that's fine. But the scoop on this is very difficult unless you warm up the top with your finger. Oh, and the scent is kind of like the texture pomade, the texture paste, in that it's kind of like a mix between a masculine and floral scent. It's really nice and subtle, and I feel like in the classic pomade, at least, it kind of balances out really well between being masculine and feminine. Breakdown is really easy once you get it out. In application, you just got to warm up your hands. Application, there's a little bit of tugging and pulling. Not bad. Surprisingly, I was expecting there to be a lot of tugging and pulling for how hard this product was to get out of. Well, initially, once you break the top layer, this stuff is pretty easy. But I thought, you know, it was going to be, I thought there was going to be a lot more tugging and pulling for how much, for, you know, how heavy it was to get out. But it's actually pretty nice. You'll feel it firming up right away in your hair. But you can tell just by using this that you can get, just by putting it in your hair, you get a thickness from the product without being like overly dry, which I like. Now, for the man bun's sake, let's do this first. I only got a rubber band, but let's just kind of texturize my hair and then put it in the man bun. I'm gonna do this without even combing. Okay, so doing it, I know I don't have an actual proper hair tie, but putting this in a man bun, I could see how if you wanted to pop this up and actually put this in a man bun and you had longer hair on top, that would work really good. I know I didn't comb it, I just left it textured, but this would actually keep your hair in place, especially if you had, you know, like if you were doing a man bun and you had little sides like this. If I took the time to comb it down, you could do a style like that with this pomade if you wanted to. Kind of funny, I never really even thought about doing that because I don't really wear my hair like that. But hey, it said that that's one of the styles you could get in the directions, so I'll try anything twice. Slicking this back, you get a nice thick feel in your hair, but it's not anything that like is hard. It's like actually pretty slick. It's just really thick and really slick. Go ahead and make a joke if you want to. I'm not going to, but really easy. Like once you get it in your hair, this is a really easy product to deal with, to work with. Slicking it. Now my part isn't going to be perfect. I apologize, guys. I'm at work, so I've said that before. I never try to get my part super perfect at work, but regardless, this product, like I was saying, slick, super easy, really easy to use, and we'll go right into the afro pick. Now with my shorter hairstyle, I don't usually use an afro pick. This product has some decent hold for a medium to firm feeling product, so I can definitely pop it up and get some decent height in the front, while also keeping the sides slicked down. Normally there's some products I'll pop up in the front, and the product will be too loose or it won't hold my sides down, that I can't get a pretty big pompadour with a afro pick. But with this stuff, you saw, I popped it up really easy to style with. Actually, like a lot of the qualities of this product start to shine as soon as you get it in your hair. Now, I know that that's kind of funny because some products you will see it start to get bad as soon as you get in your hair, but this stuff starts to shine as soon as you start styling with it and whatnot. You can see I got a nice round shape. There's some decent natural shine to it. My hair is dark, so it's gonna have a, you know, just a bigger, brighter shine when I put most products in. Sometimes I put matte products in and it looks like my hair's shining until you get it directly in the sun. So what's my thought on the Orient Classic Pomade? Well, as a oil-based pomade with a lot of wax in there, I like it a lot. Being an old school greaser, this stuff is bomb. I think it's really cool. It works good. It gives good endurance. It holds. It's like definitely a little bit firmer than a medium. I could say you could layer it into being a firm. The endurance on this is nuts. It'll last you all day at work. And it dries up kind of like you would expect out of a waxier product, but it still retains slickness. This is pretty much everything I would want out of a medium and firm oil-based pomade. Now, the thing I will say that I already talked about in this review is that the scoopability on this is horrendous. It is hard to get out initially out of the tub, but if you warm it up, and kind of, you know, get your hands warm and whatnot, once you get it in the hair, you saw when I was playing with it, it starts to work really well. So there is a price of admission. If you're an old school greaser, or if you're a new school greaser that enjoys old school feeling products, you're not going to have an issue with scooping this out. If you've dealt with Murray's or any of those other hardcore, like super heavy products, it's going to be right at home. You'll know how to get it out of the tin and work it into your hair, and it'll be fine. If you're new to oil base, this definitely isn't user friendly in that regards. You know, you're gonna try and scoop it out and you're gonna be discouraged. So like I said, use the back of your nail if you have a nail. You can even, I mean, I know it sounds terrible, you could even grab a coin and scoop some of it out. Or you can rub the top like I do, because I bite my nails, and then once you warm it up, you can scoop it out. It's easy, but it's not one of those things you're gonna stick your finger in and scoop right out immediately, so I wanna give you a warning on that. However, being an oil-based fan and liking that more than water-based for the most part, I have to give this a 4.5 out of 5. This is excellent. I had to ding it down quite a bit for the scoopability, but everything else on this does exactly what I would want. But it's good. it's good. Other than the scoopability from initial, that's the only thing I can really be critical. And usually I'm not that explicit with my criticism when it comes to the scoopability, but since this is really, really hard to scoop out at the beginning, I don't want anybody to buy this stuff and get discouraged. It takes a little work, but it's worth the effort you put in, and it's a great product once you get it out of there. So if you got any more questions, feel free to put it in the comments. If I didn't answer anything, you can put them down there. And if you've tried this, let me know what you think, and have a good one.